Welcome back to Ada Morrow's Wing Chun. Today we're going to talk about something I know you're going to find useful, how to make this Wing Chun faster. Before we begin, I'm going to give you a secret. The secret is this: when it comes to Wing Chun, being fast has nothing to do with being fast. Doesn't sound like it makes any sense. However, with this simple idea, I think you're going to find this very useful. You can make any technique faster, and you're going to find overall, when you're sparring, when you're doing Gorsao, or when you're fighting, all of a sudden it feels much faster, especially for the other person, okay? I know this to be true because actually I'm not very fast, not particularly athletic. Many people with better hand speed than me were faster. Yet in sparring, I often find that I'm able to be faster than some people that I'm sparring with. So how is that possible, okay, when I'm not fast? The secret is what I call triggered responses, okay? In Wing Chun, this is very important. The reason is, you'll see this all the time. I'm going to use a prime example. When someone's sparring, they use bongs, you see them freeze in this position, and they're trying to figure out what to do next, okay? Obviously from here, you do laps out, whatever, where my hand was. But when they freeze like that, it's because they're trying to read the situation, and they're trying to say, where can I go from here? By that time, you're already hit in the face, you're pinned, you're stuck in deadlock or whatever, okay? So, most cases in Wing Chun, whatever the position is, there's somewhere to go next that's logical, that's going to be better. Bong Sao I'm choosing today because it's an easy example, all right? So in Bong Sao, let's imagine here's the person, they throw their straight left at me, and I managed to stop it in Bong Sao here, okay? You can see for yourself looking at this position, actually it's a bad position to be in, because now his hand is over mine. I never want to be in this trap position in Bong Sao, which is why we never stay there, all right? So the triggered response here, I'll make this one just super simple and straightforward, because then you can apply it a million different ways. You'll see, okay? The triggered response here is when I feel pressure there with my Bong Sao, the trigger should always be to get over the top and hit. Why? Because I don't want to stay underneath here and stay stuck, okay? I want to get to a superior position. I don't want to be chasing hands. So I'm not trying to go from here into another technique. I always want to go, always cycling your hits. Okay, that whole other story, but that's super important too. So from here, I went from a technique, I should always try to go for a strike afterward using that hand, alternate strikes and techniques. So when I'm here, the trigger is the pressure. The response is to circle over the top and strike, okay? And then basically with here, we're controlling this one with Fuksao with my other hand. So Bong Sao, control and hit. Now from here, even if you just keep it that for now, okay? So then how you would train that is just starting nice and relaxed. Don't try to go fast at first. Relax and hit, relax and hit. Just like that, relax, go back and forth. After a while, you're going to get more comfortable with it. And you can speed it up and keep getting faster and faster with it. The reason you're able to get it fast is because it's a trigger response to the same motion over and over again. Then you can make it quick. If you're having to think in between, it'll be slow. By the time you think, I can already have punched 3 times if it's using the same technique. Okay? How you build on these ideas is just using Wing Chun principles. You use the principles to build on your techniques. So for example, okay, we have our Bong Sao, Fuksao, strike here. The next logical thing, if I enter past this gate already, is I want to switch my hands and strike again. So that becomes another Fuksao strike, okay? And then logical extension, if we're worried about staying in control here, if this, let's say he's throwing a punch here, or I want to stay in control here, lap Sao strike. Okay? Then we have 3-part combination basically. So it'll go like this. Bong Sao here, okay? Your triggered response is to go Fuksao strike. And you can get faster and faster, okay? I'm just making this one up because we're kind of going one after another here. But it doesn't matter what the combination is. Okay, same thing when you see dummy ones there. There's all kinds of different ones you can do that are triggered responses. So don't worry about doing a specific one. But whatever you're doing, you look at the principles. Look at what the response should be, and you build from there. Another one that I practice on my own when I'm sitting in meetings and things like that, okay? Just doing this most simple version of this. So for me, I generally have one hand out in man sao, okay? People are always trying to get this out of the way, but that's a good thing. So I'm triggered to feel pressure here, automatically makes me go into Hun sao. Pressure makes me go into Hun sao. I don't have to think about it, okay? So any pressure, Hun sao, I step in, that's it, okay? So when you have that, you do this over and over and over again, and you don't have to think about it anymore. That's what makes you fast. So that way, when my hand is out and someone touches my hand, and I automatically go into a sentence. So here, Hun sao, Bu sao, Lap sao hit, control and hit, okay? Then it makes you faster. Not because my hands are moving faster, but because that's a triggered response. I go into it. You do that, that's what you get, okay? Makes it seem much faster. Same thing. Here, I automatically go into hit. Pressure, I automatically go into hit. So, the speed comes from repeating these basic sentences over and over and over again. But the thing for you to make it work, okay, it's not just aimlessly making things up. You need to think about what the trigger is. So in a fighting situation, someone tries to clear my hand, that's the trigger. I stop punching, that's the trigger to trigger that motion, okay? It's amazing the difference, how much faster you'll be. So you start simple, start relaxed. Here, pressure, control and hit. That's it. Pressure, control and hit, control and hit. And then you can build from there. And it will get faster and faster and faster. It has to. Just by any repeated motion is going to get faster. If you stick with that, start really simple at first, I guarantee you, your Wing Chun will be faster and more effective. I guarantee it. Okay? My only little warning for you, keep it simple. Only really train the things that are going to come up over and over and over again. Okay? So that bong sao is an example, Hun sao is an example. You train those, always keep it to about 3. I see people doing long 7, 8, 9 combinations. Real situations, someone moving around, not possible. Or it's certainly never been possible for me to do that. Okay, max is 3. 3 is a good number. So 3 you can reliably, if you're coming forward, you can get 3 strikes. Then too many other chaotic things are going to happen. Then you have to rely on the input again. Maybe it's too confusing. I hope it makes sense. Anyway, keep it simple. Even just do for 1-2 combination. Okay, the triggered response is the important thing. And you figure out for yourself through sparring at different stages. Find yourself over and over again in the same position, and you figure out the response for that. That's it. It'll make you much faster. I guarantee it. Okay? In the meantime, stay strong. Keep training. Stay healthy. We'll see you back again here soon at Ada Morrow's Wing Chun.